What's going on to you Aries out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Listen, somebody was look, somebody asked me to do the Aries video for their birthday. I guess it's their birthday today. Um, the crazy part about all of that is I was actually gonna do Aries anyway, because the thing is that I was shuffling up the cards of the major arcana. That way it could be random, right? The zodiac signs, right? So it's not just the one way that I normally do it. And Aries, it was temperance, right? And then I would do Aries right after that. So I just dropped the temperance, which is Sagittarius, and then Aries came right after that. So, and this is what this video is. So, and this is before this person had asked me, actually. So happy birthday. Shout outs to the Aries out there. Shout outs to all the Aries out there. You know, I know it's y'all season. Shout outs to y'all. Happy birthday. Smash the like button. That way you can get more in tune to the energy of this reading. You know, all the good stuff. We ain't going to waste too much time. But listen, for you Aries, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and then you have the Four of Swords right here. So there's definitely a sense of self-worth showing up. A lot of self-worth showing up. I am seeing that some of you Aries may be cutting some sort of connection short because of the fact that you have self-worth. There's some form of a connection that's asking you, or you know, you being connected with them, it would cost too much for you Aries to actually be with them in the first place. So a lot of you Aries are learning how to actually cut that short. And the reason why I'm saying that is because throughout the entire reading, the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, right? You're walking towards this Ace of Pentacles, which is your own self-worth, your value, and not necessarily worried so much about ruffling some feathers and getting on the nerves of other people, right? Or if that's gonna, or if your decisions are gonna make other people disappointed. I'm seeing that a lot of you Aries don't really care if your decisions make people disappointed in the first place, because not everything that you do is going to make other people proud, you know, because if you leave it to other people to tell you if to tell you if you are happy or sad or something like that, you will be non-existent out this mug, because people will have you any which way. So the thing about it is that the next card is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is very important because this speaks to what it is that you're saying no to. You will not allow, just because you like somebody doesn't mean that you're going to allow yourself to let them use you any which way that they want to. They still do have to treat you with respect. So, you know, I got to tell what it is I'm seeing. So what it is I'm seeing is that if any of you Aries are trying to get to know somebody, you know, for now, as of right now, some new developments happened where, you know, you maybe have liked this person and the two of you could have worked out. But the problem is they started switching the script, started switching up on you, and started acting like they have problems with you now all of a sudden, out of nowhere like that. So a lot of you Aries don't really want to, a lot of you Aries don't necessarily really want to be with them anymore. And that's why it is that I said that you have the Eight of Cups. You walked away from them. You walked away from being in this relationship with them because you Aries don't want to have anything to do with them, right? Your self-respect matters to you more than allowing yourself to be used by that person just for whatever it is that they want to use you for. And then you have the Death card, which furthermore represents this, you know, the Death card, and you have the Seven of Swords, which further represents what it is that I was talking about. After you Aries pretty much shrugged them off or got these people right, let me show it to you. Shrugged them off or rolled these people off and got these people out of your life. It was a serious event, because it's like for you Aries, it really did mark something in you, where it's like it marked For some of you, it will mark the beginning. For some of you, it will mark the continuation, or it will mark the digging until you, or I should say, the discovery of your own self-respect, your profound level of self-respect, because we all have a number. And when we get met with that number, if the conditions are around it, will we still accept that number? Or is it that we are going to actually say no and negate that particular number? And the question really does come up on after that. You know what I mean? That's the particular question. And what I mean when I say that's the question, I mean, like, when I say your number, I'm talking about with anything, with anything, whether it's romance, whether it's money, whether it's attention, that's the thing that people really want most of the times, right? Those are the three big things. It's romance, money, and attention, right? And it's like, okay, well, what is your number exactly? Some people's numbers is 100,000. Some people's numbers is 1,000,000. Some people's numbers is 100,000,000, right? With romance, it could be maybe the person is fine as all get out, but at the same time, fine as all get out, and they rich, but then at the same time, they're gonna blame you for everything in their life. And those type of examples, and it's like if you have those type of examples, right, when you meet said number, what are you gonna do about it? Are you able to actually walk away from it? And a lot of you Aries you've walked away. And this was it being the death card, this was a huge event for you, because it showed, or it highlighted, that you Aries are starting to understand, finally starting to understand what being an Aries is about. Fighting for the correct things. See, a lot of times life is gonna, the divine is gonna whip your behind. I like how that rhymes. But the divine is gonna whip your behind when you're not fighting for the right things. And that's what I'm trying to say, that there's a spiritual element that comes with Aries. You thinking that it's just fire and all this stuff, but fire has a spiritual element to it, one. And number two, Aries definitely has a spiritual element to it, because it's like, you know what I mean? Because it's like Dune, right? How it is that the Fremen are fighting the Sardaukars, and they're fighting the Harkonnens, right? For all my Dune heads, I'm a Dune head myself, and it's like the reason why it is that the Sardaukars lost, right, is because the Sardaukars and the Harkonnens and stuff like this, they lost, but specifically the Sardaukars, because they're just fighting just for the sake of the thrill of fighting, as to where the Fremen are fighting because they're tired of people coming to their planet and trying to subjugate them and try to take all the resources and treat them like pure trash, right? And be cruel to them. So there's a spiritual element that goes along with why they fight, that pushed them over the edge towards being a fighting situation and being essentially wiped out, to now winning, not only fighting, but actually winning that war. And the reason, right? And the reason for that is because there's a spiritual element. What are you actually fighting for? And see, the thing is that the Seven of Swords, this is what it is that now you Aries have to actually come to terms with, because now it's, you let go of this person that you thought would have been a good match. And you know why, but you have to start embracing why you did it in the first place. What is the reason why it is that, what is the reason why you Aries stopped talking to them? What's the reason why? Is it because, you Aries, whatever, but whatever the reason is, go with it. That is your reason. That is one of your reasons. The Ten of Cups now and the Ace of Swords represents, because I'm seeing that a lot of you Aries really do have that much self-respect. It's not You Aries are not, you Aries are not cowards. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing about it is that a lot of you Aries are misguided in the sense that, you know, to be honest with y'all, there's plenty of Aries people that I know there's plenty of Aries people that I would try to get to know. And the thing about it is that Aries is difficult to get to be with, because when a person is trying to get with an Aries, a lot of y'all, truth be told, you got to tell the truth here. A lot of y'all be ducking and dodging when a person is interested in you. But the thing about it is that when y'all go after somebody, not saying that your judgment is terrible, but when y'all go after somebody, especially when y'all don't know what it is that y'all are fighting for, in that particular case, a lot of y'all be going after some of the worst or the most terrible people in the world. So the situation with that is that a lot of you Aries you're on the beginning stages of learning more about yourselves more than anything else. Like, it's good for you to go after some people, but pay attention to who the person is. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop giving certain people the shake and bake, right? Like in New York, they call it the shake and bake. Stop giving them the faking left or the faint left, and then the actual go right. Like in football, how it is that they fake you out because they make you think that they're going different directions, right? Or in basketball, right? They do all these handles and stuff like this, and the next thing you know, the person trips over their own shoelace, and then you shoot the shot or whatever. A lot of y'all Aries basically are shooting shots at wrong people, or for, I should say, the wrong team, in the sense that the wrong team, in the sense that the people who you shooting shots for are not deserving of y'all, and the people that are interested in trying to take the ball from you, so to speak, right, like you and stuff like this, you're doing the shake and bake too. So the thing is that the Ace of Swords and the Chariot represents a lot of you. This is y'all, how it is. A lot of y'all Aries are like upset because a lot of you, again, are learning. And one of the things that y'all are learning is you have to know what it is that y'all are fighting for. And I'm really seeing that you Aries have the mentality that you're not going to actually make any kind of crazy moves until you know how to fight, spiritually speaking. Spiritually, until you learn what it is that you're actually doing. Because I'm seeing that a lot of you Aries know you have an idea of what it is that you want to do business-wise, but when it comes to love, it sucks for y'all. And the reason why it sucks, and I've gone over many reasons, but one of the many reasons why it sucks is because a lot of you realize that you're doing things backwards. The Chariot is about you having to actually ask some questions and really pay attention to the person's value overall, right? And not lie to yourself about the value that you're seeing, regardless of the things that you particularly like. You see what I'm saying? So the thing about it is that the Sun now and the Seven of Wands, this is why it is that I rave so much, or I ain't gonna say rave, but this is the reason why it is that I talk up, or I say the things that I say, is because only the people here who, like, you gotta understand that it's the drunken monkey, or the crazy monkey technique, right? Like in Kung Fu, how it is that the person is constantly distracting you with some stuff that you never even, that you only pay, you getting caught up with, as opposed to what the other person is actually doing for you, the substance that they're really bringing to the table. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because that's over here on my channel, right? Sometimes, right, and I'm giving y'all an example of this. Sometimes people will come over to the channel and not even like it because they don't like what it is that I'm saying. Again, crazy monkey technique. If all of this that you hearing, right? Because there was a point in time where I used to cuss on my YouTube channel like that. And then I was like, all right, let me go ahead and slow down and not do it anymore. People still catching horrors. They still catching a B fit, right? They're still catching they're still belly aching about it. And it's like, if it's like, you not, I know you're not successful in life. I know you're not. Anybody who's doing that, I know they're not successful in life, factually, because you're not going to be able to be successful in life and you getting caught up in the politics, the distractions. You got to keep your eyes on the prize. And that's the same thing that when it comes to dating. A lot of you Aries, a lot of y'all, y'all are beautiful, but a lot of y'all realize within your own selves, from this person, this is the thing that you have learned, that you got to stop going after somebody that just looks a particular kind of way. Do they have the mentality and the personality to actually be in a successful relationship? Because the truth is the Sun card and the Seven of Wands represents, you thought that you and this person could have been good together, but then you're totally surprised at how these individuals are like totally, you know what I mean, not your type. And what I mean by that is the two of y'all don't get along. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands. So good. You have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and then you have the Page of Wands. So the Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups is about how this person that I was talking about throughout the entire reading, that you stopped talking to because you drew that line in the sand, right? You realize that it's not worth your self-respect to be with them because the two of you don't get along anyway. They're going to try to come back soon after. And the two of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles represents, they're going to try to be like, hey, do you want to rekindle this? But a lot of you Aries are not going to go for it. Said the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you Aries are not going to go for it because you Aries are going to be like, I thank you, but still, you're sticking to your decisions, because you Aries understand now that you have to now figure out more about what it is that you're going to do internally, what it is that you are fighting for in life, just in general. Like, what value system do you have? You know what I mean? That no one else can make for you. You have to figure that out for you independently, by yourself, through trial and error. So like, the thing is that that's one of the things that some of you Aries are lacking at this time. But y'all are learning it in your lifetime before it's too late, making a transition. Because at least you learned it at this age, right? And never at all. Because some people never learn you know what I'm saying, their whole point of existence in the first place, their own value system. And that's part of what Aries represents. Part of what it represents, learning what you are fighting for, and not just fighting a losing battle like the Sada card just so that they can fight. And the thing is that the Page of Wands now is about how and standing tall in that, standing on business, so to speak, being able to stick to your decision and understanding it. You're gonna meet some, and that's another thing too. You're gonna meet some people that desire you and that want to be with you, but that still don't even mean that you should be with everybody, because some people can't even fathom who you are and where you from, and be able to actually hang out with you. Are you crazy?